what sort of challenges is there that you foresee, or maybe you can guess that recruiting companies, leaders, and recruiters may have to face other than what we are going now? Samir?
I think the number one thing that the staffing companies to be very successful, Suman, I have seen the very successful staffing firms do. They focus on their expertise and the niche, right? So a lot of times you see, I come across a staffing agency or a recruiter who are working as a recruiter who has been working in the field for 10 years. You ask them, what's your expertise in recruitment? Most often they say they don't have any. Or I will tell you another one. You come across a recruiter and saying, the recruiter will tells you, Suman said, what is your expertise? Look, recruiter says, you know what? I am an expert Salesforce recruiter, right? I understand how Salesforce helps my customers. So, if I have any requirements or the recruiters in the Salesforce, then I am more likely can get you an engagement with the hiring manager. Who do you work with it? You are generic recruiter or somebody, even if you're a Salesforce developer, you more likely wants to work with a recruiter who has an expertise in a Salesforce type of hiring recruiters, because you build a trust right off on the first minute of the conversation, saying that, you know what, I like to work with somebody who has specialized in my area, right? So a lot of times it's the same problem. The recruiters build some sort of expertise, could be anything, a technology expertise, a business expertise, or I said, you know what, I am an expert recruiter for pharma companies. Okay, the same applies to the staffing companies too. If we go back and say, I'm an expert in hiring, in helping pharma companies, because I know where to find pharmacists, I know how to find pharmacologists, I have the doctors, the researchers in the pharma space, then more likely the pharmaceutical companies will willing to talk to, what, I have this problem, we can't able to hire. They're more likely you have more success working with the staffing company who understand the industry. Or more like, what, a lot of companies to saying, we're experts in the Salesforce recruitment process. We understand Workday, we understand success factors. Either a technology specific or industry specific expertise, I think lands them much more successful in building the business, or recruiters building their career, than just being very generic that you cannot differentiate in the market yourselves.
We see there are a lot of companies who are not directly working with industry specific clients, and we are like agency recruiter. Yep. Most of that they are in India. So in that case, if they have to have such expertise, then do you think they should build their expertise like more of operational or business perspective, like okay, I'm good at negotiating a candidate, I'm good at selling my candidates, I'm good at team management? So that could be an expertise that a recruiter can say.
I think either way, even if you take a sub-tier agency, right, who helps them. I will not make a names, right? We have a large outsourcing companies. We are large system integrators in India, right? Or mid-level, like top tier to tier B, tier A, tier B, and smaller ones. It does not matter, because for them, imagine if I had to pick top 5 outsourcing companies, you want to be a partner with them. Everybody wants to go and tell them that I'm a staffing agency, I want to work with you. How many, they have hundreds of requests comes in every month. But instead you go to the same outsourcing company, you know what, hello ABC, I have an expertise in hiring Salesforce developers or Java programmers. More likely they want to talk to you. I think the formula applies to anywhere. Or even for you go and tell them, like, we have expertise in hiring workforce, hiring Workday developers, hiring PeopleSoft developers, hiring in SuccessFactors developers. I think you name to a niche area, either a business or a technology, I think you're more likely you're going to be very successful than you would just basically go and ask for or solicit the business and as a generic staffing firm, I think the less likely to be successful.
That's a great input.